Hello everyone, my name is Wynand Fourie. I'm a musician from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm back with another react. And today I'm going to look at one more Buy Me a Coffee request. This one is from Gwen Lunsford, who is one of my biggest supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to become a supporter on Buy Me a Coffee, you can make a suggestion to any artist or band or song that you want me to react to, and I'll do it. Yeah, thank you. And this one reads, hello my friend, so glad you're back. So you know I've got to throw some brand new grandson your way. Just dropped today, God is an Animal. All right, so this was a few days ago. I'm only getting to it now. Sorry about that. 4 days ago. It seems I'm a bit late on my reactions. I've been traveling in Poland and I've just recently got back. So yeah, it's taken me a while to get into the flow again, but I think I'm getting there now. I think I've found my voice again. So let's check out Grandson, God is an Animal official video. Bada bing, bada boom. Play. Hey.
These walls keep getting closer. I can't take it much longer. They clip my wings, kept me from getting much stronger.
Like that guitar.
Pump full of these pills, they wanna curb my anger. They say the wicked gon' burn for the next life in the hellfire. But I don't have a master, I ain't waiting for my rapture. Don't you see that we all captured? Ain't no heaven waiting for me after. So I'm gonna let it burn, burn. God is an animal. Give me damnation to hit the top of the food chain. Murder my salvation. God is an animal. Give me damnation to hit the top of the food chain. Murder my
This is hard.
cut our lips so we never talk back. Took the young from our hands. They came, saw, conquered, but still this is our land. They wanna chop me down at the knee, use me as an example. But the Black Hawk flies while the chicken gets trampled. I don't have a master, I ain't waiting for my rapture. Don't you see that we all captured? Ain't no heaven waiting for me after. So I'm gonna let it burn, motherfucker, burn.
Damn, dude.
God is an animal. Give me damnation to hit the top of the food chain. Murder my salvation. God is an animal. Give me damnation to hit the top of the food chain. Murder my salvation. Nothing can stop our rise. Nothing can stop us. I wanna see the look that's in their eyes when they watch us black out the sky. Nothing can stop our rise. Nothing can stop us even when my heart stops beating. I know the revolution won't die. God is an animal. Give me damnation to hit the top of the food chain. Murder my salvation. God is an animal. God is an animal. God is an animal.
His face says a lot.
Give me my salvation.
Shit. Damn. That hit hard. What a track. Shit, man. Grandson bringing the heat. I want to check out the lyrics. Let's see if they posted it here, maybe. No. Yeah, definitely want to check out the lyrics. The video is kind of like keeping it simple, right? Like it's just about the editing, and the main part of the video is just his face, like with some dancers in the background, and every now and then it cuts to the dancers. It's keeping it simple, and I like that. God is an animal. I think the overall vibe I got from this song is like, like I know Grandson he gets like quite political. It's almost like a revival of Rage Against the Machine kind of vibe, where I think he's talking about like institutions using religion as a weapon or as a way to keep people sedated, and scared and afraid, and in place and in cages. So that's the general vibe I'm getting from this song right here. But let's see. Grandson, God is an animal. Lyrics in it. So I'm just gonna read through the lyrics. Let's see. I like Genius lyrics. I think they got. Oh, never mind. I don't like Genius lyrics anymore. There we go. Here's some lyrics. God is an animal. These walls keep getting closer. I can't take it much longer. They clipped my wings, kept me from getting much stronger. So again, like I think it's institutions, and I like the imagery of clipped wings, because angels' wings. In a way, we are all angels. We are all spirits. We are all souls going through this life. And we have the power to be angels, but our wings get clipped by societal norms, man. That's deep. Pumped full of these pills, they want to curb my anger. They say the wicked go burn for the next life in a hellfire. So pumped full of these pills. It's like, when you get, it's like nowadays when you get like over emotional or when you feel things a little bit too much, you're sent to the doctor to get like medication to numb those emotions. And I know some people need pills. They need, like, it's not always a bad thing, like some people struggle with depression, some people struggle with bipolar disease, and need something to just keep those intense fluctuations of emotions in check. But I think he's saying like, maybe sometimes we do need to feel the full extent of our emotions, especially something like anger. It's not always a bad thing to feel angry. Like, let yourself feel angry. And they say the wicked go burn for the next life in a hellfire. That's obviously referring to Christianity, and again, like pumping you full of fear. Like, if you're a bad person, or if you feel these bad things, you're gonna go to hell and you're gonna burn forever. That's such a like, okay, cool. I guess God loves me, but if I'm not like the specific way, then I'm just gonna burn forever. That's a pretty weird way to love someone. But anyway, I don't have a master. I ain't waiting for my rapture. Don't you see that we all captured? Ain't no heaven waiting for me after. So I'm gonna let it burn. Yeah. Again, diving into the idea of this like all-seeing eye. I don't have a master. I think he could be referring to God, but he can also be referring to like I don't know if it's like the higher ups, the people in the 1%, or the people controlling, the people pulling all the strings, Illuminati. Could be referring to them. I ain't waiting for my rapture. Again, a religious word coming in there. Don't you see we are all captured? yeah, and again, the dulling down of the general population to keep control and to keep us in line. Like there's that I saw today, I think it was like on Instagram or something, I saw like a scene from A Bug's Life, where the grasshoppers are like they're talking about, it's okay, like we've got enough food, we don't need the ants to give us a bunch of food, and we don't need to keep them in line, you know. And then the main grasshopper guy, they're the antagonist, he's like, he explains when one ant stands up, it might not look like a big deal, and he's like, he asked him, does this hurt when I throw like this one pebble at you? The guy's like, no, it doesn't hurt. And then, oh, what about this one? And he throws another pebble, and then he's like, what about this? And he like releases this whole like ocean of I think it's like food pebbles or something, and they get drowned in it and they get crushed. And it explains like how if we all like try and fight this thing on our own, we might not get much done, but if we all stand together, then that has a lot more strength and power, you know. And I think there's something like, I think Grandson is bringing this up in his song over here. So I'm gonna let it burn, like let the freaking structures burn so that we can grow. You know, sometimes you need to let the forest burn so that new trees can form, that kind of thing. God is an animal, give me damnation to hit the top of the food chain, murder my salvation. God is an animal, whoa, give me damnation, whoa, to hit the top of the food chain, whoa, murder my salvation. Yeah, like, I think God in the way described by, like, I guess, the institutions that want to, like, maintain control and keep people sedated in a way. God is kind of he is portrayed as this, like, almost, you know, like you get the saying God-fearing American or God-fearing person. Like, you gotta fear it because you gotta fear him or her or them, because like they will send you to damnation if you don't do what they tell you to do, and that almost gives God like this animalistic kind of nature, and I don't think that's the case. You know, if you find true spirituality and connection with the universe and with whatever God means to you personally, then it's a beautiful relationship that you can form. You know, it doesn't have to be this dark thing, and it doesn't always have to be like a specific religion or dogma. It can be very personal and your own interpretation of it, you know. And because I believe there is a powerful force in the universe, and I could refer to it as God for my own sake, and I've experienced like the power that has and the power that hope has, and I think God presents himself or themselves to each person in a way that they can understand, you know, if you go looking for it. It's why there are all these different religions that popped up all over the world. Like, they all kind of have this similar code, you know, in the texts. You know, there's similar, like, be nice to each other, live with love in your heart and not hate. You know, all these if you break it all down and you code it all down, it all has the same kind of meaning. And I think that God presented himself to people in a way that they can culturally understand. You know, like, if you're born in India, for instance, it wouldn't make sense to get presented with a God that comes from the West, because you wouldn't, like, it doesn't make sense for you culturally, right? So, yeah, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. And where am I? Cut our lips so we never talk back. Took the young from our hands. They came so conquered, but still this our land. It's obviously like he's writing things in a certain way to like the rhythmic cadence. Cut our lips so we never talk back. Took the young from our hands. They came, saw, conquered, but still this our land. They want to chop me off at the knee, use me as an example, but the Black Hawk flies while the chickens get trampled. The Black Hawk flies. Like, I think, I think this is talking about like invading a country. It's talking about, like, it can mean many things, but it's also like the Black Hawk flies while the chinkles while the chickens get trampled. It's like Black Hawk could refer to a real, like, Black Hawk, like a dangerous bird, but it can also refer to like a helicopter that flies, war, soldiers, the power these people, like the armies have and the military has, and it's all controlled by like the government, I guess. I don't have a master. I ain't waiting for my rapture. Don't see that we all are captured. Ain't no heaven waiting for me after, so I'm gonna let it burn, motherfucker, burn. God is an animal, give me damnation. To hit the top of the food chain, murder my salvation. God is an animal, whoa, give me damnation. Whoa, to hit the top of the food chain, whoa, murder my salvation. Such a powerful line, murder my salvation. Like, damn. Nothing can stop our rise, nothing can stop us. I want to see the look that's in their eyes when they watch us black out the sky. So this is like now taking the power back. Like, if we stand together and we come together and start a revolution, we can make a change, and then it's just the chorus again. So yeah, really cool track. Makes you think about a lot of stuff. And thank you guys. Thank you for checking that out with me. I do want to do a little jam over this. Jam time, let's go.
These walls keep getting closer. I can't take it much longer.
Wait, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out this little riff. It's in a D minor kind of vibe. Like, it might be a D minor Phrygian.
These walls keep getting closer. I can't take it much longer. They clip my wings, kept me from getting much stronger. Pump full of these pills, they wanna curb my anger. They say the wicked gon' burn for the next life in the hellfire. But I don't have a master, I ain't waiting for my rapture. Don't you see that we all captured? Ain't no heaven waiting for me after, so I'm gonna let it burn. is our land. They wanna top me down at the knee, use me as an example. But the Black Hawk flies while the chicken gets trampled. I don't have a master, I ain't waiting for my rapture. Don't you see that we all captured? Ain't no heaven waiting for me after, so I'm gonna let it burn, motherfucker, burn. God is an animal. Give me damnation. Take the top of the food chain. Murder my salvation. God is an animal. Give me damnation. Take the top of the food chain. Murder my salvation. Nothing can stop our rise. Nothing can stop us. I wanna see the look that's in their eyes when they watch us black out the sky. Nothing can stop our rise. Nothing can stop us, even when my heart stops beating. I know the revolution won't die. God is an animal. Give me damnation. Take the top of the food chain. Murder my salvation. God is an animal. God is an animal. God is an
Okay. Sick. That was nice. That was fun. That was awesome. Freaking awesome, bro. Freaking awesome. What a track, man. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you for that. That was pretty insane and sick. Digging the sound he's got going. He's got the riff burgers in there. Yeah, man. Wow. This is gonna be a cool album. I can already tell. Hell yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know what your take is on this song. What you think he means when he says God is an animal. Yeah. And I'll see you guys for the next reaction. Stay tuned. And I'm doing one more reaction today, but it's not going to be a Buy Me a Coffee request. It's going to be a big push song because they released some new music and or some new performances. And yeah, I'm really excited to check that out. So yeah, see you guys then. All right. Bye-bye.